let me give y'all a story time about how this job I found on Indeed was indeed a scam. Yeah. So boom, I applied for some jobs, right? I got two offers basically. One is from CareNet, one is from Concentrics. Not to be confused with Concentra, the urgent care. Concentrics. These are both in the healthcare industry, of course. Boom, right? So CareNet got to me first, got the little interview popping, got an offer on the spot, signed the offer letter and everything. But when they asked for a drug test, I was like, But I held it off as long as I could until Concentrics came through, gave me my offer letter. I'm like, all right, cool. I got to do the drug test for CareNet, and Concentrics don't do drug tests. They just do background checks, right? Okay. Just a side note, I didn't like the fact that CareNet was asking for a drug test because it's remote. Like, I'm gonna be working at home. I don't know. I understand, like, y'all don't want people high or whatever, but I don't know. That just don't sit right with me. So that's why I didn't want to do the drug test. So they had the little orientation on Zoom or whatever for Concentrics. Did that, right? They like, okay, we're gonna do the background checks, and the start date was supposed to be March 6th. March 6th. March 6th comes around, literally March 5th, and I get an email saying, "Oh, the final part of your background hasn't cleared yet." Okay, cool. So weeks and weeks go by, and I'm trying to contact the damn recruiter because this is the recruiter, Amy Ramsey, that was like, "Oh, if you have any questions, just reach out." Mind you, this is my second time I reached out because I asked her first, would moving prior to the start date have any effect on the offer? Never responded. So then I reached out again for an update because it was weeks after she was like, "Oh, your final background hasn't cleared." Reached out for an update, no response. Now I'm pissed. All right, so boom, she didn't respond. Now I'm pissed off. So I go on their website and I'm chatting. They say, "Oh, chat with a recruiter." I'm chatting and the recruiter ain't giving me no information. So I call. When I called, the lady who I spoke to just basically told me to go back to the chat. So I chat with somebody else. This second rep gave me an email to another recruiter. Reached out to that person, never got a response, right? Mind you, at the orientation thing that they had on Zoom, it was people from all over Texas, Arizona. I think somebody was from Pennsylvania, Tennessee, all that. So anyway, the lady on the phone told me to go back to chat. That second rep gave me the email to another recruiter, sent them an email, no response. Now I'm extra pissed, right? So then a few days later, I think, or maybe the next day, it don't matter. I got an email from a different recruiter saying, "Hey, your background check didn't pass in time to start the previous class, but we have another class coming up April 4th. Today's April 3rd. I haven't heard anything. Y'all, I lost a clip of me saying something. I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, it was just me stating how I'm doing all this for $17 an hour. But you got to think about it. I'm not paying for anything. So the $17 is just spending money. But anyway, today's April 4th, the day I was supposed to start work. So I reached back out to chat. And guess who reached out to me? Amy. Yeah, she reached out talking about some, "Oh, I see you reached out to the chat for assistance. You wasn't approved for receipt as in today's program. Another recruiter is working on getting you into the next program for receipt." And I'm just like, she's out the office at the earliest. I know it's Monday, and I'll keep you updated. You know, keep me updated because your communication sucks. Y'all suck. Y'all scam. Or whatever. But like I said, this is for that because why not have some extra spending money? You know. Y'all know I shop like crazy, so it's like, why not? I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm gonna just be on the phone for at home. Why not? But yeah, they scamming. I don't know if scamming is the right word, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like, they playing with people because what the hell? How my background ain't clear? I'm not a criminal. I don't get caught. So how my background ain't clear? But yeah, y'all don't apply here. Cause and then the recruiter who sent me the email telling me about the new start dates never responded to me responding to her email. They be like, "Okay, thank you," blah, blah, blah. No, so don't apply to Concentrics. Don't do it.